everybody? Hey, we got a special show today, baby. Big Things Kentucky Season 2, Episode 1. We coming at y'all with that March Madness, baby. We got the big Beyond the Game radio crew. They gonna help us. We finna break down these brackets.
Excuse everybody, man. It's Quentin Marker. That's I call him Coach Pete Adams, DeAndre Adams, man, and Charles B. Watson. They just tell us something about y'all, man. How y'all got started, how you end up putting this group of misfits together, especially with Pete here.
Well, I mean, the thing, it got started about a year ago. I was doing this with my guy, Cal. Shout out to Cal. He lives in Florida now. We was doing the show for a little bit. Got put on hiatus because he moved. You know, he had to start his family. And then I met B at the airport, and we started arguing about LeBron. And B was like, man, I need to have me on the show. I need to have me on the show. So me and him, we used to argue at night about LeBron and everything. And you know what I'm saying? When I was like, you know what, I'm going to get the show back up and running. I called B. B was like, yeah, let's do it. And then we started doing it for a couple of months. And then I was like, well, let me get Pete on there. First, Pete was coming on every other week. Then eventually he just started coming on every week. And
I couldn't get rid of him.
Bro, I've been trying to shake his dude for 25 years.
Now, gentlemen, as we get ready, let's do this NCAA bracket.
That's all do this thing.
Pick them Pete. And let's start in the East.
Looking at the East, Duke's the one that's got to come out of there. I don't see anybody else really challenging Duke in this bracket.
I got Michigan State out of that bracket. You know, I think that when you look at the big picture with this, you know, Michigan State's bigs are going to be able to deal with Zion. Okay, their bigs are going to deal with them, slow it down. It's time Izzo time. They're going to slow the game down. Okay. The other parts of this, you got to understand that Duke is 325th in the NCAA in shooting 3 points.
You gave him credit. 329.
I'm sorry, 329th
Yeah.
in the NCAA in shooting 3 pointers. So think about it, big picture. You slow the game down. You take Zion out of the game. Now you're going to depend on, you know, Redick and all them to make shots, and I don't think they can do it.
Now, do y'all see any team out of this region that could tear that up to break the bracket, essentially? Is there a dark horse you think a team to watch out of the East?
Well, I have Liberty upsetting Mississippi State and St. Louis upsetting Virginia Tech. Those two right there on the top half. And then I have I hope Temple wins, but I have Temple beat Maryland also. So those are 3 upsets that I'm looking at.
Now, I know we have for our Kentucky people, we have the Minnesota-Louisville game, you know what I'm saying, with the Pitino versus Louisville thing. You know, I think I even heard they said Rick Pitino came in and kind of helping coach the Minnesota team, or what's the word they use? Advising practice. Yeah, I did hear that. So, you know,
but I don't think that makes a difference.
I don't think it makes
It's a totally different team. It's not even the same group of kids except for Ben VJ King. So I don't know what you think.
I got Minnesota in that, and the reason why I have them is just because Louisville's been on the backslide the last half of the season. They just can't seem to get right, and so right now I don't think anybody on that team really knows how to show up for big games. Like you can see when they played Duke, they had a 20-point lead against y'all, squandered it away. They don't know how to win close games just yet, or big games. So this right here, I got them going on the first game. I don't think they're gonna make 1, 2, 3 vacation. I got Louisville losing to Minnesota.
Wow.
I just don't think they got it right now. Guys, they ain't
I think.
So now, who do you have? We'll just go through and see who do you have winning the East.
Winning the East, I've got Michigan State.
Duke. Michigan State. Duke.
Puke.
And I have Duke.
All right, let's start with the West. B, who you like? Who's your favorite out of the West right now?
Out of the West, I got Gonzaga coming out of the West. I got Murray State beating Marquette. You know, that's really the only upset I got. You know, I think Buffalo would do what they do, but I think they lose to Texas Tech. You know, I got Michigan that's going to beat Florida. Florida played pretty good, you know, in the SEC, but I don't think they'll beat Michigan. And I think it sets it up for the Gonzaga-Michigan, you know, regional final. I think Gonzaga gets a chance to go to Final Four to try to get redemption for losing last year. So,
I'm rolling with Michigan in the West. St. John's early upset. I got St. John's beating Buffalo, and then that St. John's Texas Tech game. I'm up in there on that, but I'm gonna roll with Texas Tech. And then I also have Murray State beat Marquette, they're gonna have the best player on the floor.
Yeah.
And when it matters, you know, your best player is gonna come down and he's gonna have the ball, taking the shots at the end of the game.
Like you, I actually do like St. John beating Buffalo. If they can get past Arizona State in that first matchup, if they beat Arizona State, they play Buffalo. I got St. John winning that. With him, I got Texas Tech and Michigan beating up in that next round. Michigan and FSU. What you pointing at? Gonzaga?
No, I was just looking at that.
Man, look, don't worry about what I got going on over here. And of course, I got Florida State, Michigan playing for the right to go to the Final Four. And of course, I got Michigan going on to the Final Four.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, out of that, I agree with y'all. I like Syracuse. I do like Murray State, definitely. But I'll be honest with y'all. I know I put faith in these cats every year. Florida State. I want to see Florida State do it because I'm a Leonard Hamilton fan. I know he's gonna let us down the ACC. But I like Florida State against Gonzaga. But I'm gonna take Florida State against Gonzaga, and I'm gonna take Michigan all the way out to win. And I'm like y'all. I like Buffalo. I don't have faith in Texas Tech to do anything myself. I don't. And I like Nevada. You know, Nevada had a good run early on until they started dropping off. I like Nevada out of that too.
Well, man, me personally, I like Murray State to tear some brackets. You know what I'm saying? I like the little dude, man. He's nice. He puts on a good game. I think this is where he's really finna make his money. You know what I'm saying? This is where he's gonna show out.
Right.
So I like them to make a little bit of noise, you know what I'm saying? But as far as the bracket goes, I'm riding with them no's all the way, baby. Florida State all the way. That's all I'm saying, dog. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hold up. Yeah, the Final Four. Hold up. I got them playing Michigan and beating Michigan. Because, you know, Leonard Hamilton, man, I've been picking them. And last year was the first year they actually made some noise. So he finna keep this train rolling, baby. You know, coming out of the West, who you got?
Coming out of the West, I got Gonzaga.
Michigan.
Florida State, baby. Now, you know, you just mentioned Virginia. Now, we're going to take the South, baby. And I'm telling you right now, Virginia is the team of redemption. If there's one thing you know about this tournament, man, it's all about emotions. And Virginia, after being the first #1 seed to lose, these boys are determined. I'm telling you. If there's one team you want to ride with Virginia, baby.
Okay, we're going to let y'all go and do y'all, but I got to put it back on that. He's wrong. You know why? Virginia can't play against athletes.
Pressure.
Athletes get them, y'all got them with athletes, y'all shut them down. The little guards can't get their jump shots off. You see what happened. Florida State bullied them and outplayed them and out-athleted them. So that's why I don't like Virginia past the second round of me.
See, I would say it a little bit differently, but you know, I would keep that
PG-13.
Yeah, I would keep it a little bit differently. I would just say I would agree with you from the standpoint of the athletes. Views to put my money. They burn me every single year. It never happened. It never happened.
All right, B. So let me ask you this: you see any upsets here?
Absolutely.
Go on, do your thing, then.
What do they call it? Anteaters? UC Irvine?
Oh,
Yeah. I got them going out playing Virginia out there. What's that? Is that the Sweet 16? I got them playing Virginia.
Virginia, the Sweet 16.
Yeah, I got Virginia, the Sweet 16, beating UC Irvine. But I got UC Irvine coming out, beating Kansas State out the gate, then turn around and beat Wisconsin. Okay? You're underestimating UC Irvine. I'm telling you that right now. Okay? But
oh, not to that nonsense. I ain't paying attention.
No, you ain't got to. But you better understand when they play in that tournament, they beat those boys by a combined 55 points in the tournament to win their tournament. I'm telling you, these boys gonna come to play. You believe it when I just believe what I'm telling you. They're gonna come to play. Wisconsin, Big Ten, Big Ten. Of course, we got 8 into the Big Ten, into the Big dance. 8 here this week. Yeah. Am I part of the Big Ten?
Is there nothing wrong with we, man? You say we whenever we want to.
Exactly.
We it up, my man.
But what I try to tell them, look, my team, I went to Illinois. My team is non-existent. We ain't been there since 05 and 89. I got it.
Play basketball.
But my point is, I still claim the Big Ten.
Yes.
And all I'm saying is, this year in this tournament,
we win and we ride.
We got 8 teams in the tournament, more than any other conference.
Any conference.
Period.
So making me go get a Big Ten jersey. Boy, sell it, but
UC Irvine's gonna beat Wisconsin. That's a Cinderella. That's the one Cinderella.
Cinderella.
UC Irvine.
Well, I like Tennessee as well coming out of the South, man. I mean, I think hands down they're the best team in the bracket. I think that the 1 and the 2 seeds actually could have been flip-flopped and nobody would have said anything about it. I have Wisconsin coming out, playing Virginia, getting beat by Virginia, Virginia getting beat by Tennessee. So I'm going to ride with Tennessee.
Any upsets in there you see?
I think this bracket is going to play its way out. It's going to be chalk. It's going to be chalk all the way out.
I mean, you realize UC Irvine has top defense in the country.
Yes.
I just figured out to you.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead.
I don't believe in no West Coast nothing.
I know you don't.
Football, basketball, baseball.
The Lakers too.
Nah, I just believe in LeBron.
No, that's ain't the show for it, Pete.
Okay.
Just so can you start off? Yeah, keep going.
This ain't the show. But yeah, I'm gonna go with my guy, Pete. For real, I got Virginia losing in the second round. For real, because I just don't.
To who?
Ole Miss.
I don't think Ole Miss
got
can pass
Ole Miss.
Oklahoma.
Nah, I don't either.
Nah, they get past Oklahoma. But yeah, I got Virginia because, like I said, they just don't have nobody to deal with any athletic players, period. So I really don't believe in them. They lost last year to the number 16 seed, so what makes me think that they can't lose to an 8 seed?
This the year of the Cavaliers.
That's the pressure. I'm telling you, they're going to have so much pressure on them.
Is that what you're talking about, Cleveland Cavaliers?
Virginia going to have a lot of pressure on them this year. I mean, coming in as the only.
They got no pressure.
They got pressure because they want to make
everybody's like, oh, they lost to the last year's team, man. Like, y'all, ain't nobody here is picking them. Nobody's giving them a shot. Them dudes ain't got no pressure.
They got all the pressure.
They rolling with house money.
No, they all got pressure. They can't out again. So they got pressure. You wrong on them.
They lose the Gardner Webb.
Nobody's gonna believe it.
If they lose the Gardner Webb, they would never get a number 1 seed again.
So who you got, Coach?
All right, man. I like. They kind of convinced me a little bit, but I'm gonna tell you this. I like Oklahoma. I think Oregon's good. Oregon's my upset. I think Oregon's gonna beat Wisconsin. I think Oregon's gonna make it.
I went back and forth on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you saw, I kind of like UC Irvine over Kansas State. You always sometimes have a 12-13 games. So I do like I'm going to UC Irvine over them.
You take them talking?
They ain't got his paper, dog. They ain't got it. Even just like, I think he got his paper, dog. I'm going to give you another upset. I don't believe Purdue. Give me Old Dominion over Purdue.
No.
Give me Villanova. I like Villanova going out against University of Tennessee, but I'm riding with UT coming out there.
Man, that's Old Dominion over.
I got Old Dominion. I'm telling you, I know Purdue flakes every year. I'm telling you.
This might be the flake.
I mean, Purdue.
This is the flakiest group.
Tennessee got flake potential on them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You're right.
Yeah, but Tennessee, man, especially
if Tennessee ain't playing Kentucky, we don't know what you're going to
do. The second round is Cincinnati they're playing in Columbus, right?
Yes.
Cincinnati. So they get Tennessee in Ohio.
Yes.
So I mean that's going to be.
Cincinnati doesn't beat Ohio.
I think Cincinnati.
I got
Cincinnati's going to beat Iowa.
I got
Cincinnati going to beat Iowa.
Oh yeah, and I'm Big Ten. Cincinnati's going to beat Iowa. They got players, man.
Y'all heard Cincinnati going to beat Iowa.
But Tennessee going to smack them.
I got UC beating Tennessee.
You see me? We're going to tell yours.
I'm just saying. I got
UC.
Virginia coming out of the bracket, man. I got Virginia playing Villanova in the Elite Eight, and Virginia coming out of that bracket. My upset, I guess, would be UC over Tennessee in the second round. Other than that, like you said, it's pretty much just rolling on.
So you got Villanova beating Purdue or Old Dominion?
Beating Purdue.
And then beating Cincinnati?
Beating Cincinnati, yes. Wow. And then taking on Virginia, and Virginia going to the Final Four.
And then we ride, man.
We win and we ride, baby.
You ain't got no gas. You ain't going nowhere.
So let's just recap our South region picks. I have Virginia coming out of there. We got Coach.
Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee. All right, man. Next up, got the best, probably the toughest bracket there is. Probably one of the best, probably the hottest team in the country right now, the Carolina Blue Boys. But I'm going to turn it over to our panel here. B, what you got here? Who you like out here? Who's your upset? Then who's your favorite?
My upset, and I don't necessarily know if this is truly an upset, but my upset is Auburn over Kansas. I don't think that's an upset because at this point, Kansas, they're just a one-player team. Bill Self is trying to get those boys together and get them going. They played Iowa State. They just did not have horses. I think Auburn, they got one of the fastest point guards in the league. I think Auburn's gonna come up there. They're gonna put numbers on the board. I don't think Kansas got enough firepower to keep up with them. I think Auburn wins that game. I think one of the best games that you're gonna see out of this bracket is gonna be Houston versus Kentucky. That's gonna be a really, really good game. One of the other big games is gonna be the rematch between Seton Hall and Kentucky.
Now you got Seton Hall beating Wofford.
That's what I was about to ask you. Who you got Wofford?
Now Wofford can shoot.
I know they can, but I got Seton Hall winning that game. Yeah. I think the seniors that they got are gonna carry that. I got Seton Hall winning that game. Kentucky comes up with redemption. I think Kentucky blows the brakes off them.
I can see that. Well, I just want to come out and I say I do agree with Coach Bew, and this bracket does have the second hottest team in the country. But they don't wear blue. They don't wear blue. They wear yellow. They wear yellow and red. And it's Iowa State.
Iowa State.
Oh, Iowa State. Iowa State is the second. Iowa State is the second hottest team in the country, due to being the first. But in this bracket, when I look at it, all I see is mumbo jumbo garbage. Don't see much talent in this bracket at all. So when I go through, I have UNC, who was a shocker for them to get in. To me, it was. How they get in? But it is.
Beat y'all twice.
Then with no Zion. But then I have Washington winning that game, Auburn versus Kansas, Iowa State versus Houston, and then Seton Hall versus UK.
Which one winning what game?
Against Utah State. In the championship in the Elite Eight, I have Iowa State versus University of North Carolina. I just think that Iowa State's a better team, hands down from top to bottom. So I'm gonna roll with Iowa State in this matchup. I have Iowa State in Final Four.
That don't make it right. He's not convicted.
Hey,
that's conviction.
That's conviction.
No, that's hate. That's what that is. No, that's hate. That's hate. That's what that is. No, that's hate. I hate for Kentucky. Hate for
stranger things have happened.
Let me run through. So I have Iowa State beating Ohio State, Houston, UK, and North Carolina on the way to the Final Four to face Tennessee.
So that's your Cinderella team. Well, I guess a 6 seed would be a Cinderella team.
No, it really wouldn't be.
Man, come say your boy, man. Go ahead, Q.
I'm gonna take the
dollars. Go ahead, Q, man. That's your bracket. Listen, what you got
with his conviction. Let him go.
Yeah,
what you got?
We win and we ride.
I told you what we're gonna do. We're gonna take him.
That's what trash just say too.
Q, I told you
as long as he's convinced.
I got North Carolina, Utah. Like I go with B. I see Utah State beating Washington. Of course, I got Auburn and Kansas in the next matchup. Auburn's on a roll right now. I got them clearly beating Kansas. Kansas don't even know what's going on. They don't have no identity. Bill Self has lost control of this team, so they're just out there in the way. Iowa State and Houston in the next matchup. I actually got Houston beating Iowa State. Yeah, that's good. And then of course the Seton Hall Wolford. Y'all almost got me on this Seton Hall, but I'm gonna stick with my Wolford pick. I'm gonna pick with them. I don't know. I may change after this, but I don't know if right now that 3 points. I don't know.
Do what you do. They shoot 42% from the three, 4 players. Roll with it.
I don't like the way you're looking right now, but so yeah, I got them playing UK. The Houston UK matchup. I actually have Houston beat UK in that matchup. Right there.
I like that. I like that.
And of course,
but I like it.
And of course, I got the North Carolina Auburn matchup. I was going back and forth really with this one. Really? Yeah, I really was, because Auburn's hot right now. But I have North Carolina winning that game. So I have North Carolina, Houston with the matchup going to the Final Four, and of course, I got North Carolina going to the Final Four.
I ain't lying. I like Utah State. I did pick Auburn to go out to Sweet 16, beating Kansas. I do like Iowa State. I will give you that pick on PD. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I do like Iowa State over Houston.
Really?
I do like Iowa State facing Kentucky in the Sweet 16. I like Iowa State because they older cats. So I like UNC versus UK. Our revenge, like when Luke Legend came to beat them on the last second shot in 2017. So I like Carolina in that rematch. So they beat us early in the season. Carolina in the Final Four.
Man, in the Midwest, this basically comes down to North Carolina and Kentucky. I don't care about everything in between. It's going to come down to North Carolina and Kentucky, with Kentucky going on to the Final Four. Oh, wow. So just recapping how you see these brackets rolling.
I got UNC out of there.
UNC.
I don't got your paper on the floor.
You see, I turned my head. I didn't go look at it.
So who you got coming out the middle?
Oh, man, I got Carolina coming out, man.
Iowa State.
He says it with a straight face, though.
Nah, he's so used to doing bad picks.
Oh, my God.
Who you got?
I got North Carolina coming out of this.
B. Watson, give us your Final Four, man. And give us your Final Four and your championship game.
Oh, man. Final Four. I've got Michigan out of the East, Gonzaga out of the West, Tennessee out of the South, and North Carolina out of the Midwest. For the final game for another rematch for Gonzaga versus North Carolina, with North Carolina winning it.
Give us a score that B.
85-80.
Give this man he done won ESPN already. He won both our brackets, this big name bracket. He gonna win that too. Give that man his thing. Oh,
I'm here, baby. What you got to say, P?
Yeah.
Let's ride these cats, P. Who you got?
So for my big things and beyond the game bracket, Final Four, I got Duke versus Michigan on the left side, Tennessee versus Iowa State on the right side. I have Duke beating Michigan by 40. I have Tennessee beating Iowa State probably by a couple, probably by about 4 points. And then in the final game, I have Duke versus Tennessee. Like I say, one shining moment will be playing at halftime so we can get the women and children to bed early. I have Duke winning 86-68.
Q, who you got?
yeah, you had to move along on that.
I'm about to get new codes. That's what I got. That's what I got. I got Michigan State coming out because, of course, they're going to beat Duke to go to the Final Four. So, you know, everybody knows that because Duke really ain't got nobody besides Zion. And of course, they play Michigan in the other half with Michigan State winning that game. On the other side of the bracket, I got Tennessee and North Carolina, with North Carolina coming out of that. And then the national championship game between North Carolina and Michigan State, North Carolina 71, Michigan State 66, because Izzo cannot beat Roy Williams to save his life.
That man sound. That man.
Coach Butte, what you got?
Puke over Michigan. I got UNC over Tennessee. So set up a rematch. Number 4. First time we met in the championship game ever, so give me my Carolina Tar Heels over Duke. I don't care if Zion is playing, I don't care if Zion Hill's playing, I don't care if Zion is the man is playing, I don't care who it is, I don't care who he got. He's one man, and we got to play for him next time.
We win and we ride. That's right, dog.
Give me UNC 86, Duke 82, baby. For Roy Williams' 4th national championship at the University of North Carolina, gives us number 7, one behind the Kitty Cats.
All right, my Final Four. I got Duke out of the East, FSU out of the West. I got Duke beating FSU. Out of the South, I have Virginia. Yes, sir. Redemption City. Playing UK. I have UK winning that. Then we got Duke UK as a rematch from the first game. I got UK winning the championship, 88-79.
When did you say? Hold on. When did UK score all these points at? Where did 88?
They play UK play Duke, man. Duke gonna drag them up and down.
It's gonna, man.
What did you a Duke fan a couple weeks ago? All right, man. We want to appreciate the guys from Beyond the Game, man.
You can find us on KY Beyond the Game on Facebook, Instagram. You can find us KY Beyond the Game on Twitter, YouTube as well. Yeah, man. You can catch us every Monday night from 6 to 7 on 93.9 FM. If you do happen to miss that show, you can also go on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play Store. Go back, watch it, and listen to previous shows as well.
We appreciate y'all being on, man. Love the show, definitely. Hey, man, it always has to be a living donor. I'm Coach Butte, my man, Coach TB, and we got Jay Tall behind the camera today. Coach Truck, anything else?
Peace.
Yes, sir.